Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, it's your fangirl and a half shell Sonia here, welcoming you to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. We've been gone for a little bit, but we're back for a short visit to Eternia with what is probably going to be the final review for the Turtles of Grayskull figures, because honestly, the line's starting to kind of repeat into different versions of the Turtles, and this and that. We're kind of out. We're starting to run out of like turtle mashup figures, really, it feels like. So, unless I start to get like some really generous donations, this will probably be the final Turtles of Grayskull figure that I review for the channel. And it's a pretty cool one to go out on, I gotta say. So yeah, never say never. But yeah, unless I can find Leatherhead actually in a store for $25, because I refuse to pay $40, $50 to a scalper for anything. And we could do a whole video on how I feel about the secondary market and people taking advantage of that in any collector space. But now is not the time for that. This is a positive time. So if you want to share some positivity, you can hit that like button, subscribe, share my videos, comment on them, and just kind of help boost me up, get me out to more people so we can share all of my awesome love with this totally tubular franchise that we all love. So let's get right into it with April O'Neil as the Sorceress. She is described as the Sorceress of Channel 6 News, and as we've been doing, this was a gift. This came from Big Bad Toy Store. This is not an ad. There's no affiliation. I'm just saying that's where it came from. Thank you, Mom, for this amazing Christmas gift. So we will just pop that out there, as I have been doing. The back looks so awesome. She looks like Jean Grey. She looks like the Phoenix on the back of this, which is so super cool. I really love that they're giving April some awesome chance to shine, because April is a badass. She really is. She's so often looked at as like the damsel in distress, but much like Lois Lane, she's a lot more capable than most people give her credit for. She's smart, she is clever, she's a big problem solver, and it's the only reason she gets captured so many times is because she puts herself out there in order to either get a scoop, get a story, or to try to help out the Turtles. So yeah, let's read a little bit about April here. All right, so April's need to chase a story leads her into more trouble than she expects. Ain't that the truth? What did I just say? This time, it led her to Castle Grayskull with the powers of the Sorceress, and into the middle of a war for the power of the universe. Talk about a scoop! More at 11. I love that. So yeah, this is April, and she is going to look really cool once we get her in this. She's from Wave 4. And this, again, like I said, this is going to be about the only Wave 4 figure I talk about. But as you can see down here, we're getting Leonardo. Again, we already got a Leonardo. We already talked about a Leonardo. I know it's different, but when these are about $20 a pop, I really want to kind of go for new and unique figures than just kind of rehashing old designs and old characters. I get that you need that for the line to stay fresh and yada, yada, yada. But look, I'm on a budget. I gotta work with what I gotta work with. I'm filming on a Samsung Galaxy, for God's sakes. An old Samsung Galaxy, for God's sakes. So, let's pop April open here. And because she is Wave 4, that's gonna mean that she comes with, there are her wings, a brand new comic here. And I have not forgotten my promise to read out these mini comics on channel at some point. It is going to happen now that I have issues 1 through 4. I don't know if we're going to stop at this. We're probably going to stop at this because I don't envision getting any, Series 5 or beyond, but it'll be a fun little journey for us to look at. It's not that overly long. This is going to be fun. This looks cool. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in here. Oh, we got Two Bop Steady. We've got Ram Man. We've got Leatherhead, who I still really want. And that's the hardest thing, is that I'm still waiting for Walmart to put these out, and they haven't. Only the people who did the pre-order that I missed out on during the summer have this Leatherhead, apparently. But we're here. Oh my God, she's actually clamped in there with some zip ties. Not zip ties, but oh my God. Oh, there we go. I was about to be like, oh God, it's NECA all over again. It's not, though. It is. They popped out pretty quick. All right, so let's get a look at her here. Just in her base form here. There's a little bit of... I have to sand that off or pop that off. There's a little bit of extra plastic on her head here. Thankfully, she is about the size of this. We can kind of look here. Oop, open up, baby girl. Oh, she is bright. She is bright in this. Yeah, so you can see a lot of... I love that they maintain like the yellow jumpsuit, but she's got a lot of silver and white. The bird little tiara, that's a sorceress thing. My girlfriend could tell you a lot more about that. She's working right now, so I can't have her on the channel, unfortunately. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have her come on, if she wants to, and kind of explain a lot of the He-Man lore in a lot of these turtle figures. I think that could be a fun thing for us. So she's got her normal articulation. Guys, she's like Teela. She feels so small. Oh, this comes off. Actually, this doesn't, but if you want to, because these are all modular, you can actually pop off the feathers there, and have her like this. I'm not sure why you would want to, because like you can't pop off the owl tiara to have her look more like April. I don't think you can. Does that come off? I don't think it does. There's a list in all these, and I've never shown. It actually shows you what pieces are removable. And it's not. Actually, it shows you... You can't see this. This is blinding white. But just trust me. That it shows, like, all of what... There we go. All of, like, what is removable. In case you want to mix and match, if you're some sort of mad scientist type, there are a few paint imperfections on this. A few, like, little black spots. Which, with yellow, you kind of have to accept. That's just a thing. God, her neck is crazy long. Look at this thing. She's like a giraffe. She's like half court. And if you understand that TMNT deep cut, you are in good company. So she's got all the normal articulation. She feels very fragile. Not fragile, but not flimsy. She's very small. Very small, just like Teela that we looked at a couple of months back. But yeah, she's got all the elbow, joints, all that fun stuff. Very poseable. Very cool. It's really weird. Like this piece down the chest here is odd because like her waist twist, like, because like this is a separate piece. This is like, like a, not a loincloth, but like sort of like a weird like decorative type cloth. And yeah, it doesn't really gel as well. Like when you turn this, to me it looks weird. Maybe it doesn't look weird to you. But let's get the main events on here. Let's get these wings on here. These wings are massive. Oh, look at that too. They've actually got like detail on the back. These things are beautiful. How is she going to stand with these wings? I want to know how she's going to stand with the wings. Let's pop this on here and see how well she stands up with these. Not having tried to stand her up before, but go look at the wingspan. Like, look at this wingspan. And they do come down. You can't put them fully down. Actually, you can. Have them fully kind of down like a cloak. And they're actually helping her stand, which is very nice. Or you can have them kind of half up, which will probably help her stand even better. Yeah, not the best, but that's actually really cool that she can actually stand through this. And then look at... Oh, wow. I can actually see through this a little bit. Not really. So her staff is also a camera. Like, you can see the lens here. This really cool lens. So her big warhammer is also her camera. And it's actually got this part here so I can... Oh my god, her hands are so tiny. I get so used to these massive, meaty, like, masculine figures for, like, this He-Man line. So yeah, you can have her, like, kind of, like, hold it here and, like, she's filming. It's cool. It's really cool. It's a really nice bit of detail. Like, really look at this. She's not wanting to stand up because I did not. This is my third video of the day. I know I don't film this many in a row, but, like, seriously, look at this thing. Like, the detail on this is so cool. Like, it feels like they've, like, actually really upped their game for this figure. Like, this is super awesome. The amount of detail in this. It feels like it's like an actual Warhammer. And I love that it actually has, like, it has these little divots on here, so you kind of know, like, where, it's for her tiny hands. That's just, where she can hold it. So, yeah, where she can hold it in her tiny hands. Because she does have very tiny baby hands. As does Teela, as does any female, I feel like, in the Motu line as a whole. Come on, grab, you had it. It's a very tight fit. But you can definitely get the Warhammer in there. And just imagine her, like, flying through. April O'Neil just flying through here. I'll have to take your head off with this giant Warhammer that's also a camera. She is super cool. Like, she looks awesome. Like, these wings are, like, next level super cool. Like, especially on the back, you can really see, like, their color. Like, this thing is awesome. This is what a cool figure to end for the foreseeable future, end our Eternian journey on. And, you know, I really hope you guys have enjoyed looking at all these weird 80s mashup figures, the He-Man and the TMNT mashed up into one. I've really enjoyed doing this with you, and honestly, I'm kind of sad that for right now it's over. That there's not really any more of these figures that I'm really interested in. And when you're a small YouTube channel like I am, you can't just, you don't get donations from Mattel. You don't get, people buying you figures to review. Although I have had my friend Minerva get me a few things. And honey, I love you. You're one of my best friends, and I really appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, I know you can't, do it every time I ask on Twitter, but you do what you can, and that means so much to me. But yeah, I only have people I can ask for money or donations, so I'm doing all this solo. But it is kind of bittersweet, because I've really enjoyed this line, but I have so much. I have so many of these figures, and to look at them all on my bookshelf, it really does bring me a lot of joy. In fact, I'm going to shoot a little short after we're done. After this video goes up, I'm going to put up a little short just showing off all of my Turtles of Grayskull figures and the journey we've all been on together. And if you've missed any part of that journey, if you are new here, I've got a whole playlist for Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays that'll have all the Turtles of Grayskull stuff, all of my stuff. Like back before I learned how to do thumbnails, even. And I'm still learning. This has been a whole learning journey for the past year, 2 years, however long I've been doing this. And I'm just really glad that you guys are here with me. I know I get mushy towards the end of some of these videos, but, sometimes, view counts aren't what, I envision them to be. But just hearing from a fan or hearing from a friend who hasn't seen these, and like, oh my god, Sonia, this is so enjoyable. And that's what keeps me going. And that's why I say to comment, because, knowing that I'm reaching you guys and knowing that I'm, really bringing you guys something fun and upbeat and hopefully putting a smile on your face, that's what helps keep me going right now. So, for me, for Eternia, for the Turtles of Grayskull line, this is goodbye for now. The Turtles of Grayskull may be back someday, but I will definitely be back, and I will see you on the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Bye!